Happy Sunday, everybody. All right, so we got a lot of information that we got to go over. There is some big news events that's coming out this week, so you guys make sure that you pay attention, take notes of where what news I'm going to be covering for this trading week. I do see some setups. Please make sure that you looked at my video that I posted the other day on GBP CAD because I actually showed you guys a really nice way of being able to hop in on trades and make very easy money. And in fact, the video that I did is sitting right here with this same pair, and you would have seen you would have made a boatload of money on this simple trade. And the trade that I showed you guys on camera is the one where I did 73 pips on one trade in a matter of hours. Okay, so I'm going to go over this setups that I'm looking for this week. And again, it is Sunday, so normally, and I'm just going to be very transparent and say this again, that as usual, yes, I'm showing you setups on Sunday before the market starts. However, the market does not stop on Friday. The money keeps moving and moving and moving. And basically, what happens is by the time you get to the charts, there could be movements and gaps. Okay. All right. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into the news. By the way, we did do over 1,200 pips for you guys in the copycat group for the Forex side. We did a boatload of money for those who are in the US 30 side. And on Friday, we did hit a quick scalp for a couple of $100 for those who's in the gold trading copier. The gold market has been very volatile, but it should be stabilizing now because all the shock factors that was affecting it is starting to calm itself down. All right. So again, also, this week I'm going to be shooting a video on my personal prop firm accounts showing proof that, hey, I'm being copied on my trades or my team's trades onto Blue Guardian prop firm accounts, and you'll see the progress on those so that you'll see how I'm passing those prop firm challenges using our own copier service. Good or bad, just leave it alone, let it ride. All right, here we go. Let's get into the news and then I'll get to the charts. So we do have Euro coming up with their PMI numbers. He'll give it a little shake, a little rattle and roll, nothing much. GBP, same thing. CAD is coming out with their inflation numbers on Tuesday, and the GBP is coming out with their inflation numbers. Inflation numbers, as you can see, is over here in my don't trade during these news event sessions. Inflation is sitting right there. Here's going to be the big kahuna for the week, and that is going to be the Fed interest rate announcement. So, guys, leading up to this, right before this, if you're not used to trading news, I would suggest just hold off on trading news. JPY is coming out with their interest rates, and the pound is coming out with their interest rates. This is going to be coming out on Wednesday. This is going to be coming out on Thursday. You got the USD coming out with their growth rate, so you'll be seeing that number, and that number will probably give a little shake, rattle, and roll. And I put inflation rate here for Thursday, but I don't know who. I'll have to update this later. If you guys email me, I can send that to you. You can shoot an email to superezforex@gmail.com. I apologize. And I don't have my phone in front of me because if I did, I can look it up real quick for you guys, but I don't have my phone. So either way goes, that's enough. The biggest news event, like I said, is going to be actually this one here. But if you're individually trading the JPY or the pound, then these are going to be important to you. Interest rate news are number one killers of accounts for those who try to trade news events. And then secondly would be inflation numbers. Okay, let's get to the charts. All right, you guys. So now let's take a look at what's going on. As you can see, this has been in the downtrend. Now it's in the uptrend. And really simple. Grab your little equestrian channels. They call them equestrian channels. And basically, you can just do. And there you go. Okay. Double click on it and you can make it as big or small or whatever. But basically, you can see this is going down. And now if you have my sexy analyst, you already have these channels. You don't have to draw them in. It's already there. You can clearly see this is just in an uptrend. It's bouncing up and down. It goes up, pulls back, goes up, pull back, goes up, and it did a pullback. So I anticipate that if this trend is going to continue, I will wait for some support levels from your sexy analyst. And let me put on the full sexy. I'll show you what I did here down the line. All right, so basically you can see this was a downtrend. Now it's in an uptrend. So once it hits a basic support level and you get, you feel comfortable at this support level, then at that point, then you can take it and continue on. As you can see, the sexy analyst, our trading system, it already has anticipated that the trend is going to continue. You can see this right here. So it's just doing a pullback, which is fine. Okay, let's take a look over here. This one is, let's go to the 30-minute and see what it's talking about. So again, this is one of those that I was telling you about. This thing is already pushing up, then it's doing this, hit this trend line and pull back. Let's go to a higher time frame and see what it's talking about. So as you can see here, this thing, I anticipate, this is just me, you do what you want, I think it's still going to push up a little bit higher, at least to the 23.6 Fibonacci level of 0.90762. So I think it could at least tap to that area right there. Okay. Remember, on Sundays and Mondays, it is continuation days, not reversals. So Sundays and Mondays, I'm not even looking for reversals. Okay. And let me show you what I mean. Okay. Let's go here to the ocean and let's look at ACAD. Okay. I don't look for continuation. So that's flat right there. But as you can see, it's just consolidating. As you can see right here, just sitting in a consolidatory pattern. But the bottom has already been hit and it's already trying to push its way up. So therefore, it's in the consolidation pattern right now, and then it'll break to the top. That's what I'm seeing from there. So again, I'm seeing it right here as well, that I think it'll come at least to right here to the 23.6 Fibonacci level. So if it was me personally, I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm actually going to be a buyer of it and take it up to that level. Okay. And we can even say right to here. You guys can see this right here. See where the sexy analysts already have your resistance level. It is coming down, but look what it's doing. It's coming down, bounces off support, and then comes back up. And since this is a continuation, which direction was it originally? Going down here, but now it's doing what? Going up. So I anticipated bouncing up this way, but again, it could do anything. This is just pre-market information, but the market is moving over the weekend. So this is where you get your weekend gaps. When the market opens, you see all this space in between, or these big moves that happen. You know, that's what happens. It's the weekend gap. Oh, that kind of scared me. That's my fish tank over there. Sorry, you guys. All right, so on this one, let's go. I don't see much of anything. However, this is creating one of those patterns. Flag patterns is what they call it. Slant patterns or whatever you want to call it. I call them slant patterns. But you see that? Okay. So for me personally, again, I'm looking at a squeeze pattern right here. So we'll see whether it does a breakout to the upside or to the downside. But most people are going to look for reversals. So what they're going to do is get caught because, and it could. Again, this is just the weekend. So, you know, it's hard to say what it's exactly going to do. But me personally, if it's sitting right here, I will be waiting for an opportunity for it to retest this top right up here. And then I take it to the downside. I'm only looking for retest Sundays and Mondays, continuations or retest patterns. That's all I'm looking for, because typically when you try to take reversals, that thing never works. It just seems like it keeps on going, keep going. So that's why you get tapped out, because you're trying to reverse on a day when the market wants to trend. Okay. Sundays going into Mondays typically is nothing but trend trades, looking for things to pull back and then trying to get themselves right back to retest areas. Okay. So this one here, this is going to be a good example. So right here, a lot of people say, okay, I see it sitting at the channel. I see it sitting at support. Don't go for it. Not me personally. This is why, watch this. I'm sticking with Ocean Wave. Well, look at what Ocean Wave says. Looking at it from Ocean Wave, which is now, you see this thing has been in a constant downtrend. Let's put it on the 1 hour. You can see this thing has been in a constant downtrend. So now taking a look at this is why, or let me rephrase it, this is why your uncle sticks with trying to stay with the trend. The trend is my friend. Why? Because on Sundays and Mondays, that's what the market does. It sticks with the trend. So that's why I use the Ocean Wave on Sundays, some Mondays, and some Tuesdays as well. You know, really, you can stay, in my personal opinion, stay with the trend until Wednesday begin. Okay. Or midweek begin. Stay with the trend until midweek begin. You'll really be on the trading on the right side of the market, because the market likes to trend. Okay. It likes to trend until midweek begins. Okay. So me personally, if this market was right here and I don't like to look at the markets until around on Sundays until around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because the Asian market tends to consolidate or manipulate and do these things and fake you out. You find if you're trying to trade the Asian market and you're not good at it, you're going to find that it really is a consolidatory pattern. And so you're constantly in and out, and you're going to be in complete doubt about what's going on. So I strongly suggest go ahead and just stick with waiting until after the Asian session is pretty much closing up and done, which is around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then you come to the charts, 10 or 11, the markets are calm, Asian market gets done fooling around. And if this is still sitting here at this right here, oh yeah, I'm definitely taking it to the downside, and I'm going to put my stop loss right here above the main wave right there. Okay, and then I'm just let this thing ride and let it hit. Come on down. Come on, boo. Come on, boo. Come on, boo. Okay, and let that thing hit right there. That's what I'll be doing. So realistically, let's just stick here. Okay, let's just stick on ocean trades. Okay, anything that we see anything above the main wave. So if this thing bounce off of here, I'm taking it to the upside. Okay, same thing here. See, the problem is it does pullbacks, and this is what I was talking about. See how it consolidated, bounce, push up. Okay. And I know it looks small on here, but if I extend this out, you'll see it's not small. This is what it does. Comes down, taps, and shoots up. Tried to tell y'all. That's what it do, boo. That's what it do. So me personally, I'm just going to stick with trend trades. Now, if it breaks below the main wave, then you start looking at change of pattern, okay? But just for the beginning of the week, let's get through this. Anything I see delicious right off of the jump, I'm not seeing anything yet. But we'll switch over to the other system. Okay, that one looks like it can pull down and then push back up. Okay, I'm looking for flat bottoms. That's one. Okay, see, EuroCAD. This one looks like it's definitely may do a pullback, but then push right on back up. Okay, that's what it looks like. See, you can see it right here. Same thing. Boom, it just explosive move to the top. Come back, explosive move to the top. It could do that. Again, could. Because we're looking at this pre-market, okay? What I'm looking for, and why am I scooting through these pretty quickly? I'll tell you why. Because I'm looking for that right there. This is what I'm looking for. Found something. All right, what am I looking for? I don't have my arrow yet. Maybe on the 15. Let me check the 1 hour. No. All right, so great. So if I get an arrow and I'm looking at this on the 30-minute time frame, you see how price action has clearly broken below the main wave. Okay, you see that this is the main wave. When it's an uptrend, you can see it's green, and look at how much money you could have made on this one arrow right here on the 30-minute. See that? And that thing ran from here to the neutral zone, which is here. That's 254 pips. So now price action has clearly crossed below the neutral zone main wave. So if this thing pulls back to the main wave and gives you a sell arrow, that means it can go on for at least 100 or 200 pips to the downside. Why? Because price action likes to rebalance itself. In other words, the same amount, or at least to half the amount that it did on one end, it tends to like to do the same thing on the other. So if it was me, I would definitely put this one on your list, which is GCAD, okay? And it may fall during the interest rate news. So there you go. Let's look at another one, okay? See how this one fell? See how far it ran to the upside? And then look what happened when it went to the downside. So now here's an example. GU, that would have been 65 pips right off the top. See how easy it is when you use an ocean wave? This is what I'm looking for. And I believe, see, when I slenderize that thing, okay, some of you guys, you got it way too big. It'd be looking like this. You can't see nothing, okay? So all you see is the jiggle, 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 jiggle. See all that? So you see the noise. This is exactly why Uncle P, with his own trading system, will scrunch that thing up, go here, and thin it out. Why? Because now I can see everything very clearly. From the 30-minute time frame, look how smooth that is. So if you had to choose between a buy or a sell, what would you actually choose now that you're looking at this? Well, of course you would choose a sell. You see what I'm saying? Because it's trending in that direction. All right. Prior to that, let's take a look at what happened on this one. Okay. Look at that huge sell. Okay. Big sell. Big sell off. When it crossed over, look what it did. It recouped a lot of that loss. And there you go. Now we're at a point where it's trying to go right back down again. But I would wait for a pullback or something. This is why I typically wait until around 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time specifically, is because that's when they tend to do their pullbacks. And then from there, I can actually see, okay, the weekend gaps are done. The Asian market is done manipulating. Now what do I have? And if price action is still sitting, or I'm hoping it will do a pullback, get it closer to this main wave. But either way it goes, I will be looking for sales because it has crossed below. All right, let's keep this moving. All right, we don't see anything yet. Let's go to the 15-minute on here and look at there. This is what I mean. See, crossed up. Now it hit the neutral zone and now it's crossing below. So this was one that I would keep on the radar. Basically, it looked like the G pairs are looking to go to the downside. Whoa, look at there, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right here. See, this is what I'm saying. See how this thing flattened out. This is a breakout pattern. All right, flattened out. Hold on. Let me make this line thicker so you guys can really see it. Make her thick. Oh, you so thick. Curve you thick. Oh. All right, there you go. So now you can see that line, okay? So you see how it just crossed and went flat, 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 flat. This is the Asian session. It'll take it, drag it sideways, and then that thing will break through to the downside. Now, you say that don't look like a lot of pips. When you do stretch it out to see where the break happened, look what happens. 64 pippers. 64 pippers. Okay, but if we actually took it to where it landed, this is the one I did the video on. Right here, baby. There you go. Now, if you caught it like I did up here to here, that was 109. 109 pipperoos. So look at how it fell again. I'm hoping this thing will pull right back up because I'm going to smack it again. Because guess what? If you come back above this line. I'm sorry. I drew the wrong line. Give me a second. All right, let's take a look at this. See that? See that? Y'all seeing this? This is the pattern I told you is just straight money. You already established that it is a downtrend. So then when it does that little pullback, you just waiting, and then you get in and wait for the next drop. All right, let's look at it from the Sexy Analyst system. This is the one I showed you guys, okay? Let's go to the 1 hour time frame and you will see it. Now, I'm going to change charts, and I told you guys I was going to show you something. For those who have the Sexy Analyst, you'll see I have an SA up and an SA down. Why do I do that? All right, watch this. Would you agree that this is heading in a downtrend at this point? The trend has officially changed, okay? Well, let me move this off. Sorry, I was trying to draw them equestrian channels. You can get that little tool right here and draw your channels in. Even though you can see this with your own eyeballs. But just for the sake of argument, there you go. And there's your channel. Move this up here. And we officially have a downtrend. So you can clearly see that, right? Here's where the money is on this particular setup, though. Okay, when you see these, they money. They golden. Just no other way of saying it, okay? And on the arrow, you could have got in earlier on the 30-minute. Okay, and you can see this is really drawn up close for you. So right here, you see where it has gone into a drop and the consolidation. Remember I said down, slide, down. If it's in the uptrend, it's going to do this. Up, slide, up. Okay, you can see it here. Went up, consolidated, up. Up, slide, up. Down, slide, down. What do you see right here? Down, what is it doing? Sliding. What do you think is going to happen next? Down. Now, this could bounce right off of here, but do I think it's going to come all the way back up? Not likely. So why do I have a SA up and a SA down? Because when it is officially in the downtrend, I can remove the support levels that will give me false hope to think, oh, here we go. There's going to be a bounce right here and it's going to go to the moon. So in order for me to resist the urge of trying to constantly do pullback buys when they could possibly just be giving me only a few pips or get me caught in a consolidatory pattern where I'm up and down, 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 and then it drops, the floor drops. I just changed my settings right here in the Sexy Analyst, okay? And you got your support and resistance, your supply and demand zones. So right here, see under support and resistance, when I have two settings. If it's in the uptrend, then I will turn off this top color so that I don't see the support levels, so that I'm not being bamboozled into thinking these are going to be permanent support levels. They are, but they tend to give a simple temporary pullback, not permanent pullback. So when it's in the downtrend, the only thing I want to see is when it's retesting a resistance level. What resistance is when the trade is going downhill, it comes up, hit resistance. When it's going uphill, it comes down and hit support. Support is like the floor, resistance is like the roof. So when it's in a downtrend, it would trend down, bounce up, hit a resistance level, and then continue down. Okay, so that's why I have two different settings. Watch this. So now if I was looking at this, watch this. See, this doesn't work. Why? See, up, slide, up. See that? See, up, slide, up. See how I did that? So this wouldn't be helpful to me. So what I did was, when it's in an uptrend, I simply go to my SA ups. And there you go. So now when it goes up, slide, see how it hits this support? Now I'm ready to buy. There you go. It went up. Then it comes back down. And how many pips was from the support? 125. Then it comes, slides. You can see the little dots right there. Support again. This is telling me this is where to buy. Okay. And it shot up, made more, came down, hit support. Then I buy off of support and keep it moving. This is a strategy all by itself. If you really want to be honest, anytime you're in an uptrend or you clearly see an uptrend or downtrend and you just want to know when it's the best times to buy, bounce. If it's in an uptrend, use your SA up. Okay, turn off the resistance level. Just turn it off. Make it black so you're only seeing, okay, this is in an uptrend. I see it on the 1 hour. This is an uptrend. Every time it hits a support, I'm going to buy off of that support level. Simple as that. Okay, now this is in the downtrend. So is this helping me? No. So that's why I have SA down. And when it hits SA down, every time it taps against, see how it came up there? That's where you sold. As soon as it hits this resistance, which means roof, the top, you're not going any further than this. As soon as it hit that top, there we go. I'm getting in and I'm going to take you down. So what am I waiting on this? I'm hoping that this thing will, you see the supply and demand zone? So I'm hoping it will bounce out of here and hit another resistance, which means lower high. See, here's a lower, here's a high, here's a lower high. I hope it hits, bounce out of here and hit a resistance level, which means even lower high. We're constantly going down here, or like I used to teach you guys, the stair step method. Okay, like you're walking down stairs. So what are we waiting on right here? The next step. See, you have your stairs. When it was going downhill, here's the top of the steps. Here's the next step. Bounce up. Wait for the magic new step to be created. And there you go. If it's in the uptrend, then I use my SA up. And therefore, I'm walking upstairs. See, it went up. Here's the next step. Buy off the step. Walk up. Buy off the step. Walk up. Buy off the step, and it keeps going up. Now that it's in the downtrend, I have my SA downs. Okay, and all I did, again, if you have my Sexy Analyst system, see, if it's in an uptrend, the top one, I just make it black. If it's in the downtrend, I turn this one to whatever color I want and make this one black. That's all I did. Nothing special. Okay, so I'm waiting for the next invisible step to reveal itself so that when this thing bounces up, hopefully it doesn't drop heavy, because it could have done it over the weekend. But if not, I'm waiting for the magic step to pull back up, because we do have a what? Down, slide, down. So I'm hoping this thing will bounce up, slide, and then I can get in on the next step and drop it down. Okay, but if not, you can clearly see it right here. It was right here on the ocean wave. Ocean wave had already told you as well. See, right there. Said the ocean wave said, just stay in it. Just stay in it. That's why I like the ocean wave. It kind of confirms, hey, when is a good time to get out? Not yet. See, it's still below the main wave. So long as it's below that wave, stay in it. Okay, stay in it. All right, let's look at a couple of more and then we'll be done. This one here, I know a lot of people want to sell it, but I believe it's creating a slant pattern. And I told you guys all the time, slant patterns, look at this. Slants always do what? Pop up. Here's a slant. Now, it could slant all the way down to another support level, maybe to here. I don't know. Got to wait to see what happens. This is why I wait till 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because the Asian market is it's done manipulating. The weekend gaps are over, and then if this thing is still in a slant pattern, I'm looking for it to pull back up first before it actually goes down further. That's just me. Okay. NJ, I don't see anything worthwhile looking at. This one here is a definite. If it was me, I'm buying. Definite continuation pattern. I see it already. Okay. So let's take a look over here. You're probably not going to see much, but you can see price action is above the main wave, and this is on the 15-minute time frame. And what do you see right here? A buy arrow. Why? Because price action is above the main wave. You see that? Look at this. When price action was below the main wave, you see that? Drop. Now it is above the main wave. I'm looking for nothing but buys on this one here. Nothing but buys. This is why it's good to have two different systems, because the market actually moves in two different waves. Actually three. It moves up, down, and sideways. Up, down, and sideways. And now you understand how to use the sideways method to your favor, because when it's in a downtrend and consolidates to go sideways, they call it consolidation. We call it down, slide, down. When it's in an uptrend, we call it up, slide, up. Okay, consolidation. So realistically, you only really have to worry about two different directions, up and down. Okay, so with this one, on the ocean wave, it's saying, hey, it's still above the main wave, keep on buying. So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to keep on buying. We see that it was in a deep downtrend, and now it is established. This is clearly now an uptrend. Okay, so the trend is your what? Or supposed to be what? Supposed to be your friend. Doesn't always be your friend, but it can be. See, uptrend. So me personally, look at that. Bounced off of there, and I think it's going up. I will be a buyer. All righty then. So now we have another one that I'm looking at right here. What would I do on this one? This is exactly what I was talking about. Down, slide. See this consolidation? Right here. And we're going to go to ocean wave to confirm it. Down, slide. And see that? It's just consolidating. What would I choose? If it was me personally, I would choose down. Let's take a look. And that was in CAD. Let's take a look at what Ocean says. And we'll go to the 30-minute. And there we go. Exactly what I told you. Straight money. Told you. Okay. You see it on the 15. See that? Look at the 30-minute. 30-minute says you can clearly see consolidation, which means down, slide. What's next? Down. You got it. See? You're getting it. You're getting it. Okay. Oh, we're here. Let's do a couple of more and we're out. Now, this one here is interesting because it is sitting right here on this support level. So it could do a temporary bounce. Okay. Again, please be mindful of the fact that news is coming up on Wednesday with Fed interest rate news. So okay. When it's news events like that, I tend to go with Ocean Wave. What do Ocean Wave say to do with this? It could do a pullback right to the main wave and then continue down. But when in doubt, what do we say? Stay out. If you're not sure, just stay out. Okay. And especially because it's Sunday. Sunday likes the trend. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing bounced a little bit and then come back down and break through to the downside. It could. Let's take a look at the dollar itself. The dollar is in an uptrend, and you see that these are in a downtrend. And since the market likes to continue in the same direction, my money would be towards the continuation to the downside. But anything could happen. We'll see how that plays out. But again, I see that this started to go down. I still think this is going to push up a little bit before going down. Okay. Same thing here. A lot of people are going to come in and sell this thing, but I already see me personally, not me. I wouldn't be selling it. It did pull down a little bit, but I think it may pull back up first and do some retesting and continuation before that. Why? Because it's Sunday, not because the arrows are wrong. It's just Sunday. The market likes a trend. So I don't look at this system for reversals on trend trading days, because what you're going to find yourself doing, you're going to end up fighting the market and you typically are going to lose. Okay. Here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Perfect example what I'm talking about right here. Look at that slant pattern. What happened immediately afterwards? It popped up. Popped up. Told you. It does that all the time. So what would I do with this one? I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. And you see the arrow did come in and it did drop, so it did make you some nice pips on there. But on this one, because it's Sunday and the market likes to trend on Sundays, I would just avoid it at all. Now, maybe tomorrow, Monday, before the New York market opens, if you still see a great setup for a reversal trade, yeah, go for it. Get a couple of pips, but that'd be fine. But not during Sunday, me personally. Now, again, anything can happen, but me personally, I just learned a long time ago. Majority of my losses that I incurred from trading on Sundays and Mondays was because I was trying to do reversal trading. So I had a very, very, very low win rate, extremely low win rate when I was trying to reversal trade Sunday, Mondays, and a lot of Tuesdays. Okay. Now, there were exceptions on certain days, but for the most part, no. Sunday is number one. No, no, no. I'm definitely not trying to do a reversal trade. But again, anything can happen. It's up to you guys. Do what you want to do. Okay. I think that's enough for now. I'll see you guys. If you have questions on Wednesday, make sure to bring up your questions. I have posted all over the channels, all over the place, my profits that I'm being copied on our copy trader. Again, we do not, and this question does come up. Why don't you track the gold and the US 30? Well, those, because those are scalp trades. They're in and out of those. So I don't ask my staff to track those, just make the money, make money for the people. But as far as when it comes to the Forex trades, because they're day trades and sometimes swing trades, we got to hold them longer, then it gives us that opportunity to actually collect and track our pips. And so we did do over 1,200 pips last week for our people. We did 19 wins and only 4 losses. And we do anticipate another magnificent week coming up this week. So guys, go ahead and join the copycat if you want to. You don't have to. It's up to you. In fact, you don't have to do anything. You can just come to my class on Wednesdays. It's totally free, open to the public. You don't have to purchase anything. Just come on by. But again, if you just want somebody else to trade for you, then go ahead and do so. Let us know and just join the copycat. And again, I will be dropping a video this week showing 2 of my many prop firm accounts. So that you guys can see, I started with each one of these with a 25K balance, and already one is up $800 and one is up $700 in a week on my prop firm accounts. So I'm well on my way to passing these challenges using a copy of service. So I just want to show you guys proof of concept using my own accounts for an example. Okay, you guys? All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.